exciting to see this match. How do you expect this to go?
Well, in all honesty, I do think that the game between Dolos and Red Canids is going to be extremely close.
Yeah.
Red Canids so far in the scrims have definitely brought up a thunder.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, many of the players are scared.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of stories about scrims. I've even heard stories of Red Canids 5-0ing SSG.
Yeah.
That's a hot story right there.
It's very big. It's very big. We'll see how it goes. Dolos has some secret comps coming up.
Yeah.
I don't know about it. I heard some rumors, but we'll see.
Yeah, and Dolos, of course, playing with your old teammate, Hot Biscuit.
Yeah.
Of course, your Nightmare couldn't make it, so Hot Biscuit being that sub for the boys in Dolos. How do you expect him to fill in with that team synergy?
Well, since it's Hot Biscuit are the most defensive player in Battlerite history ever, playing with aggressive players such as Jurgen and Clerney, it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting as such too. Of course, we have the groups here coming up. Group A, we have the second match, Dolos versus Red Canids, like we mentioned. I gotta say, man, I'm really excited to see Red Canids.
Oh.
I saw some of their scrims yesterday. They looked incredibly strong. A lot of the Brazilian players talk so highly of these players, just at how skilled they are. But one thing I have heard about them is that they are potentially limited in terms of comps. What do you think about that?
Well, I talked a bit to the South American guys, Red Canids, and they might not be as limited as we think.
Yeah.
They might have something for us to make us feel surprised.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the right word what I was looking for. The game's going to be very good.
Yeah, I think so as
Very
well.
good.
And of course, it is a best of 5, so there's a lot of time for both comp adjustments and playstyle adjustments. I think that's one of the more interesting things about this game. You know, you and I were talking in the car on the way over, talking about how even in the most unfavorable matchups, you can still find the way to win through different tactics.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Every game has a win condition. You just need to find it. Even if you don't have the greatest team composition, you can still turn the game around by finding the small thing what you need to win.
Yeah.
It's very hard, but that's what the pro players do.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, you talked a little bit about how Hot Biscuit is a very defensive player. What is the win condition behind playing with such a defensive player?
I would say that the Red Canids probably going to play extremely aggressive. So
Right.
Hot Biscuit is the type of a player who's trying to find these weaknesses from enemy team and utilizing them for his own favor.
Right.
So most likely it's just going to be a punish game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's similar to like when you play with Hot Biscuit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We just wait for the enemy to make a mistake and we collapse on it together.
Yeah, a lot of punish coming out, especially since he likes to run that Ashka, you know,
Yeah.
a character that really likes to play around a full bar of energy and landing a volcano and just finding the opportune moments. It's funny to think about Hot Biscuit as the most defensive player in the game. I think really his play style is just very emblematic of his Ashka play.
Yes.
That Ashka really likes to play that way, and
Absolutely.
he really likes to play Ashka.
Yeah.
Now, you know, he does also play the Esmo. What do you think are the chances of him playing the Esmo in this tournament?
I would say quite slim. Jurgen and Clerney don't really think that Esmo is that strong at the moment in the game. So the chances of Hot Biscuit playing Esmo is very small because I think it's going to be the last resort for Dolos.
Right.
Pick Esmo for Hot Biscuit.
Yeah,
so
kind of like
they're
a
going to try it.
last-ditch effort kind of thing. Yeah.
They're going to try Alusi Ashka going on. And maybe Hot Biscuit on Millie, who knows? He has Freya. Pro.
Yeah, you're right. He does play that Freya.
Yeah.
It's so funny to think about Hot Biscuit. He's been around for so long. And, you know, we talked about that Freya. It's almost like you predicted it perfectly. They're actually going to be running it. Dude, Jurgen on the Jumong, very interesting comps here.
This is going to be a very interesting game. We're seeing Thorn, Blossom, and Older coming out from Red Canids. It seems like a very defensive team composition. But look at Dolos comp.
Yeah.
That's very aggressive.
Yeah. Very aggressive with both the Jumong. Jumong with Jurgen, one of the most aggressive pairings I've seen on that Jumong character. And Hot Biscuit on the Freya, of course, a character that loves to run in. I feel like Red Canids. You talked about how Dolos likes to play defensive. I think they're just going to run at Red Canids this game.
Yeah. We'll see. Red Canids can surprise us with something what we've never seen before with double support.
Yeah. So this is a very interesting double support comp to me as well. So we saw Ulrich and Older paired up quite a lot. What do you think is the value of pairing the Older with the Blossom?
Well, Older is more of a DPS than a support, but he also has the DPS abilities and support abilities slowly. He can slowly heal his teammates, but he's mostly gonna deal damage.
Right.
So I would say it's might work. I wouldn't pick it first myself. But
yeah. It'll be very interesting to see how it works. Of course, the Blossom, a character that we don't really see picked outside of South America. When you played a couple games of Blossom, but seemed to quickly let it fall by the wayside in change of like older or different characters like that. But South America, they really love this Blossom.
Oh yes, absolutely. Blossom is a very good hero overall. She has escape. She has a lot of damage, ultimate damage, and a lot of heal and stun CC. Like overall, Blossom is a very good hero.
Yes.
But she's countered very hard by Rook. So the reason why I couldn't play Blossom was because the Rook was meta.
Right, and you know, not to praise you a little bit too much here, but something that I always thought was very impressive about your play was that you switched onto that support role from the DPS, something not very many players can do. But you mentioned the Rook. We haven't seen any Rook yet so far in this tournament, and he was just, in this last patch, he was auto-pick, first pick every time. What do you think changed to pull Rook out of the meta?
It is mostly the most 2 buff, the cooldown buff, from changing it from 8-second cooldown to 7-second cooldown.
Yeah.
It's the biggest thing. Like we players, we have like internal clock in Battlerite, what is like 8 seconds. The game revolves around 8 seconds all the time. So the cooldown being changed by 1 second, it definitely blew everyone off. They didn't expect it at all.
Right. So why haven't we seen Rook yet today?
I would say that the numbers changed for Rook have hurt him maybe a bit too much. But it could be possible to see Rook. I want to see Rook. I want to see Rook.
I love seeing Rook, right?
Yeah.
He just kind of goes in, charges, finds a lot of damage. Yeah, lots of setup on that character. It makes him very exciting to watch. I think he would probably be good against this Blossom pick too, but it's really unfortunate for Dolos, of course. Their Rook player not here today.
Yeah, Crazy couldn't make it. He had some problems in traveling, so Hot Biscuit is instead going to be a substitute for Crazy. It's definitely changed the team from overly aggressive to balancing a bit of both sides.
Yeah, and I think that will be the most interesting thing about today, to see whether or not Dolos can adjust that playstyle for Hot Biscuit. But before we get into this game too, we're going to cut to a short break. We'll be back in just a couple minutes, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I, of course, am in the Flash 93. With me is the one and only Joltsy.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes, welcome. Excited to have you here, of course. We're getting back into it. We have match 2 coming up from Group A, Dolos versus Red Canids, a match we talked a little bit about already. Man, but it's certainly one that I'm excited for.
It is. This is one of the games what I want to see.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is the reason why I'm here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, of course.
I'm so excited.
We have the European Titans of Dolos, a team that has looked incredibly dominant as of late. And then we have the up-and-coming underdogs, so to say, Red Canids, a team that not many people know a lot about, but a team that I have been kind of thinking is going to do pretty well here. And the more we see scrims and hear about the results, the more it seems like that's going to be the case. These guys have been looking incredibly good in scrims, even beating teams like SSG, one of the top contenders in this tournament. So they are definitely not anybody you can sleep on. Yeah, 5-0. Yeah, something you cannot ignore. And we have the draft ready for our game. We had a couple interesting picks here, like you mentioned. Hot Biscuit, he's on that Freya instead of his signature Ashka. It'll be very interesting to see how that goes.
Absolutely, absolutely. The map and everything, this is gonna be so good.
Yeah.
I wonder how Hot Biscuit is actually gonna perform in this game. He hasn't played Freya in a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we've seen him play Freya, and he's playing with the Ulrich. Do you think there's a high possibility of a little bit of like maybe anti-synergy, maybe Hot Biscuit dodging the Ulrich spaces, things like that?
That is possible. That is very possible, and it can definitely happen. These things happen to the top players too.
Right,
it's
right.
just the state of Ulrich. You miss your space and your teammate dodges it. It's unlucky.
Yeah, then you kind of die, right?
Yeah, it happens to all of us.
Now, Ruben, he's playing the Thorn this match. How do you think the Thorn does into the Freya Jumong?
Oh, the Thorn might be very good. He has weakness, right?
Right.
And the most to Battlerite weakness,
yeah,
which applies to the Husk. If Thorn picks the Husk Battlerite, it's going to be very big for the boys.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it shreds the husks all around onto the thorns all around onto the enemies that hit the barbed husk. So it can be a very, very impactful ability. Something they definitely have to look out for. And barbed husk in general, just such a strong ability.
It is a very strong ability, and if Hot Biscuit hits it, if Clerney hits the husk, it's gonna do so much damage for the whole team.
Yeah.
And it can definitely turn the tables around.
Yeah, the Blossom pick, though, it's something that we haven't seen too much outside of South America. How do you think that's going to do into the Jumong and Freya?
Well, overall, Blossom is quite weak against Jumong, because
Right.
Jumong is able to farm off energy from the tree with Rain of Arrows. So we can expect Jurgen having ultimate, and Jurgen with ultimates, scary.
Yeah, there's not a Jumong that I've seen press the F button more than Jurgen, somebody that definitely likes to pop off his ultimate. And like you mentioned, the tree, it's kind of more of a liability than a help here.
Yeah, absolutely. But we'll find out. Maybe Blossom wants to use a lot of EX tree. I'm against it myself, but it's still a very good skill.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's something that I hear a lot of argument in between Blossom players about the EX tree versus the regular tree. But before we talk too much about that, we're going to get into our first game. We're going to get into our game very shortly here. So what do you think about the differences between the EX tree and the regular tree?
Well, regular tree, you're able to just throw to your teammates and it will heal, right? It's very simple. But the EX tree, it's a bit tricky ability. You can definitely save your teammates with it. But if you accidentally waste it, you throw it off to a wrong target and they don't focus him, it's gone. You don't get much value out of it because the normal tree heals while EX tree doesn't heal at all.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate too because the AoEs, they kind of hit both too, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so if a Rain of Arrows is dropped on both the EX tree and the enemy, the tree will take double damage, which makes it die pretty quickly.
Yes, it's gone very quickly.
Yeah.
And a lot of energy for Jumong. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use it myself that much.
Yeah, absolutely. The more we talk about it, the worse I'm feeling for this Blossom pick.
Yeah.
But it's very cool to see still because it's something that South America has run when the rest of the world has neglected it. So maybe they know the answer. Maybe they know something that we don't.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm ready.
Yeah, dude, I'm
ready.
I'm so ready for this match. It's definitely going to be a good one. Clerney, an incredibly good support player too, playing that Ulrich. I hope we get to see some Lucy too. There's just so much from these teams that I hope we get to see.
Oh yes, absolutely. If Clerney's Lucy is one of the world's best.
Yeah.
And when Clerney goes Lucy, none of his teammates die.
Yeah.
It's very good.
All right. So this is a hot topic here. Clerney or Bloom? Who's the better Lucy?
I have to go with Clerney. He's my former teammate, so I root for the boy. I think he's a very good. He was able to keep me alive. And that's a nice job there.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you'll have Bloom coming up to you later being like, what the heck?
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't quite blame you for that. Watching Clerney's Lucy, there's just something magical about the way he plays it. I really like his Battlerite build too. He likes to take Hysteria and just spam Petrify because that cooldown reduction works on the Petrify.
It's very good.
It seems like he never misses either.
No, he doesn't.
No, he just hits like every
perfect
Petrify.
aim.
Yeah.
The whole team of Dolos, perfect aim.
Yeah.
Now no one's gonna miss anything.
Yeah, Jürgen's got that aimbot too.
No wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. Jürgen's got the aimbot with his Jumong too. It's a very scary team here, and we're going to see how they do game 1 of match 2 coming up right now. All right, we got game 1 coming up here of match 2. Dolos versus Red Canids here. Dolos starting on the red team, taking quite an unfavorable trade here to start this one off, and that Boom Bloom getting so much value. The Petrify landing too from the Thorn. This is looking so good from the blue team already.
This is, yeah, the pressure is insane as expected, that they're just going to keep pushing forward, and there's not much Red Canids can do.
Yeah, a lot of damage coming out onto that Thorn, though. Finally striking back his Dolos. We'll see if they can secure this orb. They do manage to take it, and things now looking very good for them.
Absolutely. I just saw Hot Biscuit use his ultimate there, and he didn't get much out of it. The damage was healed up, so maybe better ultimates coming out from Red Team can deal more damage.
Hot Biscuit playing very favorably here in the double traps, forcing out a very specific movement from the blue team. The ultimate coming out of the Older, and it does land. A lot of damage coming out, but the shields are finally available for the Freya. Now Hot Biscuit, he's going to back up and get the mid. He does get it, but is it worth it, Jolts? Oh, he gets him!
It is worth it.
Yeah, the energy
from that.
Yeah, the energy from the orb is going to allow Hot Biscuit to have that ultimate and drop it on the Thorn. Ruben going to be the first to fall. And even though they started pretty unfavorably, Dolos, they're looking good.
Absolutely, the pressure probably through Red Canids off. It might take a couple of rounds for them to actually understand what just happened.
Yeah, kind of just got ran at.
Absolutely.
The Older ultimate is dropped, but it's not going to get any value. The Blossom, the Dance of the Dryads is there, but it's going to get no value. And the Freya ultimate going to clean up that Blossom. Jürgen going to whip his ultimate here, but I'm not sure at this point that it matters. As in a 1v3 situation, don't think the Older can do it. Dolos, they take round 1.
That was pretty nice.
Yeah.
They play very well together.
Yeah.
As a team.
They did, yeah.
They have a substitute.
Yeah, Hot Biscuit, of course, playing, subbing in for your Nightmare, but he looked really good, like you mentioned. Played very well around his allies' aggression. Just really strong play from Hot Biscuit, Jolts.
Absolutely. I'm proud of my teammate. Good job, Hot Biscuit. You're not off the team now.
Hot Biscuit gonna stay on his team after that one. Jolt's not gonna kick him. The benevolent leader here.
Yes. All right, round 2. Big pressure coming out from Red Team. They're pushing in very deep. They don't care. They're just gonna go.
Yeah,
that's what they need to do.
Hot Biscuit, he's just getting in there. The Barbed Husk, though, max value there, and the Entangling Root's going to land as well. That tree healing up the allies of the blue team, and man, the damage onto the Ulrich, Jolts. Where's his HP?
Beautiful punish coming out from Red Canids. That was a beautiful collapse.
Yeah.
It was very nice to see. They definitely know how to play Battlerite.
Yeah, absolutely. The ultimate from Hot Biscuit's going to get a decent amount of damage, but his HP, he's so low that at this point, I'm not sure any amount of damage can bring them back into this one. The Thorn, he is getting pretty low here, though, Jolts, but the double healer healing him right back up.
Absolutely. The ultimate coming out from Blossom, he's dealing so much damage.
Wow.
Getting the middle of, and wait, did he take it? I don't know. Anyways, this is still turnable. Jürgen has a lot of health. If he doesn't lose a trade to Older, he's definitely able to do something for his team. But I don't think Red Canids let them do that.
Yeah, the Thorn ultimate going to finally clean up Hot Biscuit, and even with that full bar of energy, Jürgen. That Dragon Slayer, really low impact this round, I would say. Of course, there's the Blossom that has a Gust available. There's the Older that has both his shield and his Chrono Flux. I feel like Jürgen's going to have a really hard time throwing out the Dragon Slayer.
Absolutely. He cannot use ultimate at all in this game. He's going to get completely deflected.
Yeah. So do you think he's going to instead have to be spamming that EXM2 or the EXM1, or how do you think Jürgen should be playing against this match?
Well, I think the EX2 is a very good ability, and he should most likely just spam that and play aggressive with his team if they want to. Well, I don't know. Red Can is looking strong.
Yeah.
With this strange comp, I've never seen this comp in the tournament.
Yeah, it was very interesting to see, especially to see it have success. See how it goes in this round. A pretty favorable start for Blue Team as the pole hits 3, but still the red team, Dolos, they're fighting back, and the Prowl going to negate all the damage onto Jürgen, and they dodge that pole, but now Hot Biscuit, he's committed.
That's beautiful, but they have the pressure. Red team has the pressure here. Dolos is able to get middle orbs and green orbs whenever they want, and that can affect the game so much. But meanwhile, Hot Biscuit taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, he got pulled in, and instead of using that ultimate to get out or wait for an iframe, he chose to try to find damage, and he did not get much jolts. Now the HP pool, it's 30% in favor of Red Canids here.
That's very true. It's actually must be very annoying for Hot Biscuit to play melee in this match, because whoa.
Look at that damage onto Jürgen out of nowhere.
Yeah. How does this comp have this much damage?
Yeah, it's absolutely insane, and it shows how well coordinated they're playing. The older ultimate's going to come out, but the Retribution is available for the Ulrich. The orb is secured by Dolos as well, but even with the 2-orb advantage, they're still down like 40% HP.
Absolutely, but if they can keep the pressure up and hold the middle, they can turn this around, but Red Can is looking very strong. They're very determined to just completely shoot their most ones and deal a lot of damage that way.
Oh, wow.
Wow, the Husk do so much damage.
Yeah, the Barb has got so much value there, and the damage coming out onto Hot Biscuit is quite noticeable. He has the ultimate available. He's going to try to find the kill. He doesn't find it, and immediately after, Clarity falls. Now Hot Biscuit, he's sitting on no HP up top. The Dance of the Dryads doesn't quite finish him off, but he has nowhere to go at this point.
That was very beautiful from Red Canids. They were able to collapse perfectly together. They had the focus.
Absolutely. And you mentioned it. I don't know how this comp is doing this damage. Blossom, not the highest damage dealing support. Older, of course, very damage focused character. But still, it seems like their M1s just, and the empowered M1 of the Blossom, they're always going on the right targets. And together, they're just managing to get such big chunks.
That's true. That's true. I feel like that this rate, if Dolos don't shape up, Red Cat is gonna take this.
Yeah, absolutely. The Freya seems to be having a little bit hard of a time. She goes in this time, the Tangling Roots lands onto Clarity. This is a pretty start here once again, though, from Red Canids, and that Barbed Husk. His Barbed Husks have been impeccable.
Absolutely, he has been very on point with those Barbed Husks. Oh, what a beautiful pull coming out on Ulrich and Radiant Shield going down. Now they're full collapsing. This is what they need to do, just collapse on enemy mistakes.
Yeah, they get it.
They're playing so well.
Yeah, they're playing really well. I'm very impressed with Red Canids at this point. The damage onto Clarity is very noticeable, and Jürgen has to spend the Prowl. The stun coming out enables the pull from Thorn onto Hot Biscuit as well. And Hot Biscuit, he tries to man up, but he gets chunked a little bit for it. Dolos, they want in here, and the ultimate from Freya going to get no value. So unfortunate.
That was, yeah, unfortunate. I think Hot Biscuit needs to relax a bit with his ultimate, wait a bit for the teammate damage come in, and then he should do the ultimates to outdeal the heal damage, the healing what Red Canids have.
Ooh, that Thorn ultimate getting so much value. The Dance of the Dryads thrown out as well, but the double rain of arrows is the response. Beautifully played from Jürgen there to ensure some damage onto Red Canids. And now posting up mid is Dolos. They want this orb. We'll see if they are able to get it.
They are definitely look at the Thorn. Look at the Thorn's position. It's very good.
Yeah, he didn't manage to take
the orb,
though.
Look at that EX base.
That was, very beautifully played. They're down in this corner now. That triple tree getting so much value. The Rain of Arrows not able to out DPS it. Now things looking so good for Red Canids. They need to chunk Hot Biscuit here.
Absolutely, but look at those fields. Oh, wow, big golden Dragon Slayer.
Jürgen dropping that Dragon Slayer, but the tree is available and immediately heals up the 2 allies of Red Canids. This orb, we'll see who it goes to. It finally goes to Red Canids, and they're pulling ahead now, 20%, Jolts.
Yeah, they are definitely struggling right now against Red Canids, and then the Husk kill.
Dude, his Barbed Husks have been insane. We talked about how good that ability can be, and he's really maximizing its potential.
He's dealing so much damage with it, and the rest of the teams is going down. Jürgen trying to deal damage, but there's no way he can alone outdeal the damage. The heal, what the Red Canids have.
Yeah, absolutely. The healing from the blue team is just too much. That Forest Sanctuary is dropped as well.
But Older was so low. Maybe?
Yeah, maybe. It was close. They almost found the kill. But even if they found that kill, the other 2 members of Red Canids were so healthy.
Yeah.
And man, we talked about it. Red Canids, a team that a lot of people thought would do well. They're showing why here. 3-1, 4 rounds in.
I did not expect this.
No, me either.
What? Blossom Older, it shouldn't work.
No,
what are you doing, South?
It defies all conventions and all things we know about Battlerite, but man, they're just making it look so strong here, Jolts.
They are a strong team. I'm rooting for them now.
Bias casting here.
Hot Biscuit jumping in. He's being very aggressive from the beginning. Maybe they changed the game plan. Previous round, Hot Biscuit was kind of going in alone.
Yeah, that double Petrify slowing the roll of Dolos, though, was very good. Aklo doing a great job for his team here. This orb is spawning. The EXM2 from Jürgen is going to secure it, but still behind 10% HP.
This is looking pretty good for Dolos right now.
Yeah.
They're still very healthy, but everything can turn in a second. The damage what Red Canids have is amazing.
Man, the Rain of Arrows seems like it just doesn't do anything against this double support. The Dance of the Dryads is going to come out here as well, finding some damage onto the Ulrich and applying that weaken. The older ultimate, this is the big one. The damage coming out onto Hot Biscuit. Look at that bar of energy though, Hot Biscuit. He has his ultimate. We'll see if he's able to get value out of it this time.
Oh, ultimate coming out. Big damage in Dragon Slayer too.
Oh my god! So much damage from Dolos up against that wall, but they don't manage to find a kill on Aklo. He survives with just a sliver of HP thanks to his Blossom. We'll see if they're able to get this orb too. They aren't, but they do manage to find a decent amount of damage onto Hot Biscuit. This round still could go in favor of Red Canids, even after that sick combo.
Absolutely, and if you look at the positioning of Red Canids right now, you saw the Older go low HP and he immediately went to the backlines, and then Blossom was the DPS support this time. It was very amazing and beautiful. Oh, big ultimate.
Oh, that Dance of the Dryads. The counter, it isn't going to be hit by Hot Biscuit either. Now we'll see how this goes. The orb, it did go to Dolos, and the older ultimate is there. It doesn't land though, and the Entangling Root slows the Dragon Slayer. Very good play from the Thorn. Ruben stopping that ultimate.
And Hot Biscuit looking not very healthy right now. He's trying to get the green orbs, and he managed to get them there. Very important in this match.
That was
Thorn.
Yeah, the Thorn, he used that barbed husk, or that ultimate, so he didn't have a barbed husk, and they finally find the kill on Older. Beautifully played from Dolos, not overcommitting and playing this one slowly, even after that huge combo.
Absolutely. They found out the playstyle.
Yeah.
They cannot be overly aggressive against this team comp. They will be able to just instantly turn it around. One mistake and you're dead. So Hot Biscuit noticed that. Dolos took it back.
Yeah.
They have the ball.
Yeah, they do. They're back on the board, and they have the momentum after that round. And man, what a filthy combo that was, the Freya Thunderslam with the Dragon Slayer. I was watching the HP bar of Aklo, and it seemed like it went from 100 to like 10 in just a matter of like a second. So much damage from that coordination.
Absolutely. That was beautiful, beautiful Battlerite play.
Yeah. The Blossom, though, I gotta say, I'm very impressed with how he's doing. Tex getting a lot of healing out, keeping his allies alive. We'll see if he can keep it up. Round 6.
Absolutely. The Older being on the front line again, just throwing damage out here, while Blossom is playing the support role of the team. But it looks like they managed. Never mind. Thorn taking a lot of damage, but it's just out-healed immediately with the Older and Blossom combination.
Yeah, I like that bubble placement from Aklo as well, negating Jürgen's presence. They do get the orb though. The Freya ultimate going to get a little bit of damage. The Rain of Arrows landing on the Older, but still the double healer. How do you do damage to it?
I don't know. The tree is doing so much work. The players just sitting in the tree and the tree automatically healing. It's a very good skill in this match.
Yeah, the Thorn finally taking some damage from the Freya though, and Freya farming up a decent amount of energy, sitting on that ultimate. Speaking of ultimates, the Dance of the Dryads is there, but it's not going to get any value. The Dead Roots is there as well. Biscuit, he's getting really low though, Jolts.
He's taking a lot of damage, but he's holding up to that ultimate, and they need to combo it to out damage them. Based on Husk again. Wow, what a big Husk, and fully worked out for him there. And ultimate for you from Jürgen.
Yeah, securing the orb, really nicely done. But the red team, they're still down 30% HP, and most of that's on Hot Biscuit, the initiator. We'll see if they're able to find a lot of damage here. There's no hop from Blossom, and there's an ultimate from the Freya. Oh, but the older ultimate is the answer, and they aren't going to get any stun off of it, but still, they find the kill on Jürgen up top. Beautiful play.
That was very nice. I think it was chaotic.
Yeah.
It was very hard to see what was going on. Ultimates left and right, and suddenly just Jumon going down there. Older finishing him.
And it's really surprising to see this orb count, because generally you don't think that the teams that are winning are losing all of the orbs, but just so many orbs taken by Dolos to so little effect. It seems like they simply can't do the damage. Jumong, a character known for pumping out insane amounts of damage, cannot burst through the damage or the healing of Older Blossom.
Indeed, it's strange. As I said earlier, this shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm speechless.
I feel like a lot of it has to do with the way Rain of Arrows deals damage, right? Because it's kind of slow and over time, but just the double healer healing up so quickly when the damage over time comes in. There's not really enough time for Jumong to deal all the damage he needs to.
Oh yes, absolutely. they really need to do this and just every 3 players focus on one target, and it's working out right now. Walter's taking a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, he used his spacebar and he got punished accordingly, down to about half HP, but I've seen this story before. I've seen the older get incredibly low and come back. We'll see if Red Canids manage to take this round still. He's getting a lot of damage onto Hot Biscuit actually, but the orb goes to Dolos.
Yes, meanwhile, Hot Biscuit being there alone in the backline, but the ultimate hit Ulrich right there. Meanwhile, Jumong being alone here, just hitting Blossom all the time. Looks like to work, but look at Hot Biscuit. He's getting so many shields. Oh, wow. Big
Dragon Slayer there. The Freya ultimate is there and going to get not enough value. The older, he's getting incredibly low top. The Dance of Dragons, they might be able to find the kill here. Look at Jurgen's HP. He hit a fancy footwork. Not going to end up dying here, even though he had no business living. He finally goes down. Freya going to be the next to fall. Clerney, all that's left. And wow, Joel.
This is something.
5-2.
I'm baffled.
Yeah.
the coordination of Red Canids is next level.
Yeah.
They know how to deal damage.
Yeah, they looked very good there. And I think the story of that game is told by the player cams here. Jurgen not looking too happy with his team's result after that one. Meanwhile, Red Canids all smiles. Yeah. They're here, they showed up, they're proving themselves at LAN. Can't help but feel good for the boys.
I'm proud for them. Yeah. This is a very nice, they are very positive guys. They are very happy to be here. And they are definitely doing their best. And we can see it.
Yeah, the guys on Red Canids, when I first got here, they were the first ones to walk up to me. They were like, oh, you're in the flesh. They like shook my hand, were so nice. They were like, I love your casting. Such great guys, so incredibly nice to see them have success. I can't help but feel a little bit happy for them. But no, let's not count our chickens before they hatch. There's a lot that could change here, and there's a lot of comps that Dolos can play. When we think of Dolos, we think of their versatility. Now, of course, they have Hot Biscuit, so you think it's likely we see a switch to the Ashka?
It's possible. I'm expecting Jurgen to pick maybe Rook. And Jurgen goes Rook, Hot Biscuit Ashka, Clerney Lucy.
Yeah.
Maybe that works.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about the power of the Rook into the Blossom as well, so it could work out here. But then again, on the other side, maybe we'll see a switch up from Red Canids. I know they like to play Varesh. Varesh can be pretty good into Rook. I think a lot of things could change here, but what do you expect to see actually happening? Do you expect to see that Ashka Rook?
I'm expecting Ashka Rook, or maybe they might stick with this Freya Jumong thing, but switching the support. Maybe just Clerney going Lucy.
Yeah.
Might work.
Yeah, because Ulrich, he saw a couple of nerfs, right? He used to be absolutely insanely OP, but he got a couple nerfs to put him down a little bit. What do you like about the Lucy pick into the comp that Red Canids was running?
Well, since Red Canids don't have any dispel, Lucy's barrier is going to have a lot of value in this match.
Right.
I could see it work very well, especially with the Lucy ultimate. You can definitely just force it out, throw it out to force all the ultimate out, and then collapse together to punish anyone who made a mistake.
Yeah,
just the space.
Makes a lot of sense. On the other side, I do kind of worry about the Lucy pick because of the Thorn. Sometimes when you're the Lucy, you just kind of get pulled by Thorn, and you just kind of die.
Yes, you can never let that happen.
Yeah.
If you get pulled by Thorn and as Lucy, it's game over.
Yeah.
The whole team is...
You're just dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's definitely a two-sided matchup. It would be very cool to see, though, of course, Clerney, if there's a player that I think could end up being successful with Lucy against the Thorn, I think he is the one. So I think it's very likely that we do end up seeing that switch happen. But anyways, Red Canids, they go up 1-0 in game one of this best of 5. Long way to go, though, in the rest of this one.
It is definitely. I'm expecting 3-2 coming out.
Yeah? You think it'll end up going 3-2?
Absolutely.
In favor of Red Canids?
I want to say yes. I want to say yes.
Man.
At this rate, they are very good.
Yeah.
They are very good.
After that performance, I can't even blame you for making that judgment. They just looked so strong, looked so coordinated, and just looked like the team to beat.
Yeah, they are. They are a dream team. I would love to play with them. It looks like everyone knows how to punish, who to heal. It's perfect.
Yeah. And most importantly, they all just seem so happy.
They are very happy.
I feel like something that not a lot of people talk about is team dynamics and team synergy. As somebody that plays a lot and is still on a competitive team, how do you feel it is? How important do you feel it is to be positive in a team atmosphere like we saw them being?
Well, you need to be a positive team to actually be able to play Battlerite properly.
Right.
If you have any negativity, if you have a player you don't want to play with, it's not gonna work out.
Yeah.
So they are very nice guys. they want to win.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, we do have a little bit of a comp change here. Clarny, he's going to be picking up the older Jurgen on Croak. Man, not to humble brag here, but I used to be on a team with Jurgen. I know he has a good Croak. Jurgen, very good at this character. How do you feel like the Croak Ashka older will do?
Well, since Red Canids have Poloma. Poloma is very good at just other siding someone who's under heavy pressure. It can work. This is the old Project Horizon comp. We are seeing right now. It has a lot of damage.
Oh, yes.
Insane amounts of damage. It can work. It can work. I'm expecting something like Ashka going down first. That's my guess.
Yeah, you think so?
I think Ashka is going to go down first.
Yeah, they do have the Croak against the Varesh as well. I think a very strong matchup for the Croak, as he can just cleanse off the buffs, the debuffs that Varesh puts on him. So it'll be very interesting to see how all of this goes. Both of these comps, very interesting.
They have a lot of damage. Both teams have a lot of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Game 2, let's go.
Wow, here we go. Game 2.
All right, we got the Varesh, Ashka, and Paloma coming out from Red Canids. A very interesting double-ranged comp here. And on the other side, Dolos running that Croak older Ashka, the Project Horizon comp. We'll see how this goes, Jolts.
We will definitely see that Hot Biscuit being very aggressive from the beginning. I don't know if this is the way to go in.
Oh, nice job not hitting that counter of the Varesh as well. And he applied his debuffs on himself, going to force out that other side. And Dolos, they're wisely going to back up and just take mid. But look at the HP pools, Jolts. Red Canids are still at 100%.
The Tex is very good at healing and keeping his teammates alive. And Aklo shields as Varesh been on point.
Oh, what happened up top? Clarny's HP next to nothing. Looks like he got Vareshed here a little bit. That M2 gonna land on Hot Biscuit as well. Wow, that aimbot from Aklo hitting every ability.
Yep, the aim is definitely on point. The boys been practicing a lot. It's very nice to see Rupin playing Ashka here. Is Ashka probably world second best if Hot Biscuit is the best, but it might change.
Yeah, we'll see who wins this match, right? That nice Chrono Flux there from Clarny, going to negate a lot of the pressure provided by the Varesh. A great shatter, though. The Crush knocking the Ashka back, but Dolos still get the orb.
Yep, absolutely. The pressure is on red team for sure. Since blue team is playing, Red Canids are playing double range, they don't have that much pressure because they are lacking melee, but the ultimate is coming out.
Hot Biscuit getting so much damage with that double ultimate. The Paloma getting so low here, Jolts. She might go down. The Quicksand is there. The Croak trying to coordinate damage onto the Varesh. And wow, so much damage coming out from just the M1s, but he manages to make it out. Whoa, the triple volcano, and the Spit killed him. The Spit finding the kill on Varesh. Great play from Jurgen, capitalizing on that EXM2.
That's very nice. Hot Biscuit got the triple man volcano, 60 damage, and Jurgen finishing them off. Amazing.
The Croak.
Combo.
Yep.
Death.
Finishing it off here in style. The ultimate going to try to be thrown out by Ruben, but it's not going to happen. And wow, Dolos, they looked good that round.
They played very well.
Yeah.
They hold the middle and were able to get every single orb, ultimate combo. Perfect play.
Yep, you have Hot Biscuit on your team, you pick Hot Biscuit Ashka. He looked incredibly good that round, Jolts.
That's the comfort pick. If this goes well, I would expect Dolos to keep playing this comp.
Yeah, I mean, this comp looks very good for him. It's all characters they're very comfortable with, like you mentioned, Jurgen on the Croak, Hot Biscuit on the Ashka. As somebody who played with Hot Biscuit, I'm sure you recognize that if the boy wants to play Ashka, you gotta let him.
Yeah, absolutely. If he feels Ashka, you just let him do it.
We're back into it here. Jurgen getting in, dealing quite a bit of damage and managing to get out, but Clarny not so lucky.
This is still looking, Robin using the wall very nicely to dodge most tools from Hot Biscuit. Meanwhile, the most tools coming out, they're not getting much done with it. Oh, Incap.
Yeah, wow.
Damage. But the Varesh shield just completely stopped the damage.
Yeah, nice inhibitor's guard there, negating that damage onto the Paloma. She still does take quite a bit of damage from the pressure, though. And look, Jurgen does not want to let up. He's trying to find a way in. And Red Canids, they're just boxed out of the center.
Hot Biscuit is able to deal a lot of damage from the sides if he's not being focused. And Croak is definitely creating the space for Hot Biscuit what he needs to deal damage.
Yeah, he's doing a lot back here. Hot Biscuit, he's sitting on that full bar of energy, something you definitely got to be concerned about for Red Canids, but that double debuff being applied on Croak, and he doesn't get any value out of his in cap. This is still kind of scary here. Dolos, they could get burst down.
It is, but the pressure is on Dolos' side. They will get every single orb and big ultimate.
Oh, Hot Biscuit dropping that Infernal Scourge with the Volcano, but the Inhibitor's Guard once again negating most of the damage. Great play from Aklo, not letting his ally take too much damage here. This orb is spawning in 4 seconds, and it's looking like Dolos are positioning to make it so they can get it. Red Canids, they cannot secure an orb for the life of them.
Yeah, definitely, and the corruption being up all the time from Aklo, it definitely stops the damage. A 15% damage reduction coming out from the enemy. Oh, ultimate coming out from Hot Biscuit, but it didn't do any damage because of the Poloma ultimate there.
Very unfortunate as the second tick landed immediately after the Infernal Scorch, but still the Poloma going to fall. Croak, he's traded though. Jurgen's down and Tex in this 2v2 situation. This could go either way. Clurny now, he's taking so much from this Varesh, and Red Canids back up for that orb.
Absolutely. The Dolos, they have a support. This seems to be in their favor, but maybe Red Canids are able to just overpower them.
We'll see here.
Damage.
The green is going to be picked up by the Varesh. Aklo healing up a little bit and getting some oranges as well. He's getting close to ultimate, Jolts.
Yeah, that is very true. Well, Hot Biscuit hates Varesh ultimate, like fully. He always complains about it, how it's hard to dodge. But maybe if he's able to pull that off, they're able to turn this around. They're looking pretty weak right now.
Maybe that's the storyline here. The Varesh tilting Hot Biscuit off the side of the earth with the ultimate. He'll still have to farm to it though. The orb, it's taken by Red Canids again. Wow, the HP pools got so low, Varesh wasn't able to get that ultimate off.
Just when he was about to ultimate, unfortunately.
Yeah, great play from Dolos though. They played very patiently, recognizing the situation they were in. They had that healer in the 2v2 situation, so they waited, secured orbs, played smart, and they were rewarded.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no need to rush if you have 2 versus 2 support on your side, and the enemy team has 2 DPS.
Yeah, absolutely.
Play slow. Third round. We'll see.
What do you think Red Canids needs to do differently going into this third round in order to take back momentum?
I honestly think that the win condition for them would be punish Croak. Like, more pressure on Croak definitely could help. Just overall helping their whole team. If Croak is low HP, he cannot initiate in any form.
Wow, Jurgen getting so much value out of that double spit, landing it on 3. The healing that provides is massive, and look at the pressure he's applying because of it. The in-cap comes out onto the Diploma, and the Volcano lands as well. This pressure from Dolos is unrelenting. They get an orb for free, and Red Canids are just getting ran down by this Croak.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, just Aklo dealing a lot of damage in the backline here. Hot Biscuit looked a bit low there. Trading.
Yeah, that other side going to come out to prevent the combo onto Aklo. Really nicely played there from Dolos. We'll see if they can get this orb, though. The crush, it knocks it back, and Red Canids, they secure an orb.
That was beautiful, beautiful play with the EX2 from Varesh knocking it back.
A lot of damage landing onto the Varesh there, though. As a result, this next orb spawning in about 8 seconds, and Red Canids, they have the momentum. They're pushing in forward, and in-cap comes out. We'll see if they get a lot of value out of this.
Hot Biscuit meanwhile just throwing most ones there through the firewall, dealing immense damage. Zoning them out, ultimate coming off. He didn't get much out of it, unfortunately.
Yeah, the Infernal Scorch is the immediate follow-up as well, and Aklo takes a huge chunk for it. Aklo, he has to play a little bit safe now, Jolts. The ultimate is available on the side of the blue Ashka. We'll see what they can do with it.
Ooh. Oh, unfortunately, he was able to land the second hit of the ultimate. Oh, big. Meanwhile, just
beautiful. Wow. Aklo played that perfectly. He forced out the space of Hot Biscuit by spacing in and applying that ignite, and then immediately recognized that the ultimate was the best choice, and he pressed that F button instantly. Great recognition of the situation he was in by Aklo, securing that kill on Hot Biscuit and landing the Infernal Scorch on 1 and forcing the older ultimate out of another.
Absolutely. That was very nice. Red Canids.
Yeah, Red Canids,
they had the strangest comps, but they deliver.
Yeah, they've been playing incredibly well, even with these a bit unconventional comps, I might say. I'm very excited to see what they have coming up next. We have a bit of an issue here with one of the players, so we're going to wait for it to come back on. But wow, this game, it's been incredibly back and forth so far. Dolos, I gotta say, I'm surprised they're able to take these rounds as with the way these comps worked. So of course, you as a player that played against Project Horizon back in the day, remember, Project Horizon very much fell out of relevance when the Poloma meta was huge. Because Poloma is so good at saving against the this combo comp that is brought to the table by the Croak Older Ashka. So it's surprising that they're still able to find enough pressure and get enough damage out.
Oh yes, absolutely. The way to deal with this comp, what the Hot Biscuit, Clerney, and Jurgen are running right now, the way we won back then was to punish Ashka and keep the pressure up on the backline all the time. But since that's not possible with double range, unfortunately, they have to most likely just punish Jurgen until they find a situation when to kill Hot Biscuit.
Right. We'll see if they're able to do that moving into this next round. 2-1 in this game 2 of the best of 5. Dolos, they're leading this far.
It's very, let's see how this goes. Most 2 trades coming out, most 1 trade. The neutral game is looking on Red Canids' favor, but it's done. Other side.
A lot of damage came out onto Jurgen in that engagement. Got punished pretty hard here. He eats a crush too, but Dolos, they get the orb.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, Hot Biscuit is able to deal a lot of damage, but he has Judgment and the ultimate from Poloma. Jurgen has nothing. He has to disengage.
He does mount up though and manages to get away and runs immediately back in when he has the frog leap. Oh, beautiful submarine there from that Paloma coming out of the other side and landing the panic onto Jurgen. The Infernal Scorch though lands on 2 and the triple Venom wins. The EX base from Paloma dodges it. Sick play there from the Paloma. Tex not letting his allies take any damage.
Yep, he's on point. He's definitely awake. He's not stressed out. He's playing his game.
Man,
very nice.
That was an incredible play. They're not taking any damage. The ultimate from Hot Biscuit not getting nearly as much as they wanted either. So definitely not the ideal outcome for Dolos there, and they lose that round.
Yeah, that was very nice. Very well played from Red Canids. They just overall they're a very good team.
This is so interesting to watch. You know, being somebody that's behind the scenes and sees all of what these players talk about. A lot of people in the BPL didn't expect SA to do too well. South America, heavy underdogs, but they are absolutely taking it to Dolos.
They are putting up a fight, and that's showing. I'm so proud of them.
Yeah. Very exciting for these guys. And of course, round 5, 2-2 in this game 2. We'll see how this goes.
Meanwhile, Hot Biscuit taking a lot of damage at the start. Lowering the heal stacks for Clerney.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Clerney, he's now sitting on 0 heal charges with that Chrono Flux, negating so much damage. The orb, we'll see if Red Team gets it. It looks like they will.
Meanwhile, Jurgen's just spacing in, but he's completely being shut down. In cap.
All right.
Big damage coming up. Yeah, that was nice damage, and especially when Nako used the shield on himself. That was a very good punish window.
Yeah, I guess that was some nice damage.
It was nice damage. It was okay to me.
Tex now sitting at about 12 HP from that. The other side was forced as well. And Dolos, they back up for the middle. This round is all Dolos, Jolts.
It is all Dolos. They are playing so well together. At the start, I was a bit concerned seeing Jurgen getting completely punished, but they've recovered. What a beautiful knockback from Rubin, stopping the DC in-cap coming out from Croak. But meanwhile, Tex.
The Infernal Scorch isn't going to land, unfortunately, but so many abilities were forced out of Tex, and now Dolos, they get another orb. This lead is just gaining and gaining for Dolos.
It is looking like they just wanna kill Paloma here.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Jurgen.
Oh, and Ruben not going to get any value out of his Infernal Scorch. That's a lot of energy to use for nothing. And the Paloma, she has the swap available, but she's still going to go down here.
That was very nice. They kept the pressure on Paloma all the time, and it seemed to work out very well. I saw earlier when Jurgen went really low HP, I saw Rubin use his ultimate. He tried to guess where Croak went from the stealth, and, well, unfortunately, it didn't work out for him.
Yeah.
But if it would have worked out, it would have been huge.
Yeah, it would have been absolutely amazing, but, you know, you can't always hit those, and that's one of the hard things about Battlerite. When you go for those reads and they just don't end up working out, Dolos, they're going to take that round 5, and wow, Jurgen's pressure onto the Paloma was absolutely insane.
That was Dolos. They are turning around. They might find their win condition, and it might be just punishing Paloma. Worked out in the last round. Here we go. Jurgen being aggressive again, spacing in, and in order to he takes a lot of damage from that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the play he should do.
A lot of damage and a lot of cooldowns used to get away. Definitely not the ideal outcome. He doesn't get any value out of that deceit or that stealth in either, but they do back up and get the orb, Jolts.
They do get the orb. The pressure is always on Dolos' side with the melee player being on their side. get anything out from that.
I like that play a lot. Jurgen not overstaying his welcome and just leaving when he recognized he couldn't get any more off that incap, even though the stealth didn't get a stun out. He finds a stun here onto Hot Biscuit, gets a decent amount of damage. And Dolos, they get another orb.
That is very true. They just get every single orb. It's not looking too good for Red Canids. Maybe they need to find something how to turn this around, because right now it just looks like they're being the punching bag.
Yeah, it looks like they're just taking all of this beating, and they are able to step up towards mid here. The orb, it does go to Dolos. Once again, the third of the round going to the red team, but Croak's getting pretty low. Clerney expending his ultimate on his well and getting no value. This is so scary. The Infernal Scorch not going to get as much damage as they needed either, but they might end up finding the kill on Paloma. She has to other side away, but Jurgen actually dies in the crossfire. Man, beautifully played from Red Canids to find that trade, and the Paloma, she ends up getting away.
Yep, that was the grand escape.
Yeah.
Don't touch me, kids. It was beautiful, and meanwhile, just Jurgen going down to the immense most one damage what Red Canids have. I don't think Dolos is able to turn this around.
Yeah.
Hot Biscuit has ultimate though. Maybe if he gets a big ultimate, that can turn it around, but very unlikely since Red Canids has every single ultimate.
Yeah, look at those energy bars. Like you mentioned, they're all sitting on full energy. Very scary situation for the blue team. The Infernal Scorch, it comes out, but it doesn't get nearly enough damage. The other side is used on the Paloma as well, and wow, Ruben striking back with that double ultimate. He's like, Hot Biscuit, your ult's nothing. I got mine.
Hot Biscuit, don't dodge into my ultimate. It's not a good idea.
Beautiful play from Ruben and the boys of Red Canids, and wow, what a close match. This series has been absolutely incredible so far.
Absolutely. Wow. They're making this Paloma, Varesh, Ashka team composition work against Croak, Alder, and Ashka. That's very impressive. Alder Bubble should block everything and Ashka Firewall, but no, they just go through it.
Round 7 coming up here. Aklo posting up, throwing that M2 into the Alder. A little bit unfortunate there, but the Inhibitor's Guard going to negate most of the damage that comes in afterwards. Wow, look at up top. Hot Biscuit, he's just getting destroyed.
Absolutely. The damage is there. They are shooting the same target. That's the basic principle of double range. You need to deal your most one damage to the same target to actually deal damage in the game. They're doing well. Every time Jurgen goes in, I can see Red Canids just simply deal a lot of damage. Wow, what a push.
Oh, yeah, really nicely done there. Unfortunately, he doesn't get caught in that. Wow, though, the damage with Judgment. The M2 from Ashka, Ruben dealing so much damage. They back up and get the middle orb, but Jurgen, the damage has been done to him. He's only sitting on 100 max HP.
There's not much he can do. He can wait for the perfect situation to ultimate, but I don't think Red Canids is going to let him do that. Other side down, now might be the time to do some big stuff, and here comes the ultimates as expected, but they miss, only hitting Venom on 2 targets.
Yeah, Ruben though, gonna whip his ultimate as well, and on the other side, the Paloma is gonna fall. Really beautifully played here from Dolos. Even though they were so far behind, they managed to find a kill on the Paloma in a key moment. Look like they'll be able to take the round. Oh, the Varesh ultimate, not gonna hit the Alder either.
That was a beautiful ultimate from Alder, just completely destroyed Paloma there. Very nice play. It looked a bit grim for Dolos for a bit, but just simply turning it around by killing Paloma. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Your low HP don't go in, and meanwhile, we do the job.
Yep, and that's one of the things about playing double range into Paloma, right? She doesn't have that much that can deal with, or not double range, but running your 2 range characters at Paloma, she doesn't have that much to deal with the Alder and Ashka pressure, and we kind of see it there. She just kind of got walked at, and she couldn't get away.
Yeah, indeed, that's the issue with Paloma. If you get focused down, there's not much you can do after the other side.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Timebender coming out. He got the most 2, I believe, from Varesh. He was able to hit it.
Yeah, they traded mouse 2s there. Varesh having his own debuff on him. A little bit unfortunate here. Jurgen, so much patience. Not going to get hit by that panic or the Ashka. Nice volcano. The damage, it's coming out here from Dolos. The orb, it's going to be taken by Dolos too.
Absolutely. I just saw the Hot Biscuit being on the front line and zoning people out with the firewall and let his teammates take the middle orb. Beautiful play. Aklo having a very nice shield management. He's not taking any damage. His shields are on point. Coming out.
A lot of abilities used, though, from Aklo.
Absolutely. He doesn't have anything left right now, only counter.
Yep. Oh, he gets the orb, though, with that crush. Beautiful play from the Varesh.
That's very big. The blue team definitely needs orbs. They are lacking them, and that's one way to get them.
Hot Biscuit, he has that judgment on him, so he has to play a little bit safe here. The Croak, he's found himself in no man's land, and he gets panicked off even further. This is kind of scary here for Dolos. Croak desperately needs to get back with his team, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to. He actually finds the stun, though, and the Volcano and
wow,
Infernal
the combo
Scorch.
coming out.
Dude, freestyle combo there on Detect, and he's just going to go down here.
He's
wow.
Gone. Just like that. That all it takes. One in-cap after other side, or in-cap Poloma, what you can do.
Yep.
Or a shield. Nah, we have too much damage for that. It was beautiful play.
Yeah, really nicely played. And Dolos, they find the kill onto the Varesh immediately after. Ashka, all that's left, gonna be a hard one for him to do. He has that firewall, gonna post up behind it, but there's no firewall, and with it, no defensives. Dolos, they strike back. Now 1-1 in this best of 5.
Absolutely. Beautifully played from Dolos.
Yeah, Jürgen looking much more calm and collected. Oh, Red Cannon's looking a little bit more stressed out. Man, it's so interesting being able to see the facial expressions immediately after the game. It's a lot of fun to see. One of the nice things about the LAN.
Yeah, absolutely. They're like, what happened?
Yeah.
Looking a bit confused there.
Very tense match there, though, and of course on this biggest stage in Battlerite history, DreamHack Summer, a lot on the line here.
Absolutely.
A lot of pressure. We'll see how they manage to adjust, though. Of course, a lot of comps are available. We talked about it before this match when we were talking about drafts. We talked about what Red Canids could bring to the table. They actually have that secondary comp. I'm wondering what else they can bring.
We just saw Vaklo playing Thorn. Maybe they just need to switch out the Varesh for Thorn, go Thorn, Ashka, and that's not a bad comp at all.
Oh, yeah.
They could actually just go Blossom, too. Blossom is, I would say, great against Croak. With all the escapes what Blossom has, very hard to target down. And able to just completely shut down Croak with the most ones.
Yeah, I really like the Thorn as well. Like you mentioned, the Thorn with the Ashka, very strong as the Entangling Roots. Easiest setup in the world for the Volcano Infernal Scorch combo that Ashka brings to the table. Something you have to be very concerned about if you're Dolos and you see that comp. We'll see if we end up seeing that, though. I think the Blossom, it could be interesting. I'm still not 100% sold on the character, though, Jolts.
You should be.
I should be?
You should be. The Dance of the Dryads, if Blossom is able to pull that off, it will deal a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Especially with the Battlerite. The Battlerite is good.
Yeah, I remember you taking the Battlerite back in the day. I remember seeing it being like, what? Jolts takes the alt Battlerite for Blossom? An extra 8 damage per wave, though. That's very significant.
You can whiff the 2 and hit the last one. The 36 damage is enough. Oh. It's more than enough.
Yeah.
And plus the weaken, a lot of value.
Yeah, I think the weaken, probably the most important part about that Battlerite. I believe it's 50%?
Yeah, it's 50% for 2.5 seconds.
Very significant.
It's a very long time.
Yeah. So not only are you weakened, or not only do you take damage, but you can't fight back because you're weakened. Just so much goes wrong once that weaken is applied on you. But we'll see if they end up playing that Blossom. I personally wouldn't mind seeing the Blossom older, but Blossom by herself in a support comp, or in a comp, I'm not too sure.
Yeah. Maybe with the EX3 is Blossom is able to just shield her teammates, and from the Ashka Crow combo, it deals so much damage. But with the EX3, it can definitely help a lot, and even more than other side. Even if Blossom uses the tree, if they turn on Blossom, Blossom is just able to escape with the space ability.
Right.
Paloma doesn't have that.
Yeah, Paloma, if you have the other side yourself, you're not going to be too happy.
Yeah.
It's a very, very bad situation. So other than Blossom, what do you think is a good pick into the Croak? You think maybe Lucy would be good?
Lucy would be nice with the D-spells. If the D-spells are on point, Croak cannot do anything.
Right.
Pearl, I would say Pearl is fine. Absolutely. With the silence and counter, it's going to become into a mind game.
Right, yeah.
And Aldur is not that great against Croak in the end, because Croak is able to go through the shield with the stealth, get stunned, which you can do.
Yeah, we've seen Croaks just get run over Aldur so many times. The Pearl, an interesting note. Do you think we'll be seeing a Pearl since Sequoia isn't here?
Nah, there's no way. It requires a lot of confidence to go Pearl in this kind of a tournament.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, Pearl's a very interesting character. What kind of situations do you see her having value in? What is the ideal game to pick Pearl in?
if enemy team has 2 melees, it's very good to pick Pearl with the AoE silence and the counter and dispel from the shield. It's very good. But other than that, maybe not that much.
Yeah, I remember we used to see a decent amount of Pearl picked by players like Niwa when the serious Shifu meta was running rampant over in North America. So I guess I could see your point, yeah, against double melee. But we don't seem to see like any double melee anymore.
No, it's gone. The meta is gone. And why pick double melee when you can just pick 1 melee and 1 range, or you can go double support?
Yeah.
Or double range.
Yeah.
That's what we see here. South America bringing the new meta.
Yeah.
It can definitely work.
South Korea kind of reshaping what we know as Battlerite with that double support comp. Very interesting to watch, and may I for one say that I do not miss double melee at all.
Yeah, it's chaotic. It's very chaotic. It's very hard to watch.
So hard to commentate.
It's very annoying to play.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you remember old Shifu?
I remember.
Old Shifu. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you remember Corrupted and Condemned. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
It's still very annoying to play against them.
Yeah.
Even though they're old men, washed up players, but still they're very good.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
They're going to be in the next season for BPL in Europe, though, aren't they? Is it Corrupted or Condemned that qualified?
Hold up. Was it Condemned? I think
so. I always mix up their
don't
names.
Remember, this is so bad.
I always mix up their names, man.
But
come on, they're your region, Jolts.
They are my region. That's very true. But they don't talk much.
Yeah.
Try to talk with Condemned. No answer. Try to talk with Corrupted. He just says Rook OP.
Yeah.
You get much out of them, but either one, it doesn't matter which Shifu it is, Corrupted or Condemned, they're gonna bring a storm.
Yeah. I'm very excited to see what they bring to the European BPL next season. I think it'll be very interesting. They're both very good players. They're players that I remember from back in the day, back when I was competing, and I would spend lots of time watching European tournaments. I was always very impressed by how they played. Very, very strong players in their own right. And even though Shifu's kind of fallen out of favor, I think they could still make it viable.
Absolutely, absolutely. Shifu has some strong comps you're able to play with, and if Shifu is just able to go on the roll what he needs, he's gonna turn the game.
Yeah.
Then the game is going to be on Shifu at that point.
Do you think it, hands down, Proster is the best Shifu in the world? Do you think
right
there's any
now,
competition?
yes, absolutely. There's no competition for him.
Do you think, in their peaks, do you think Reapwhat Yuso or Proster was better?
Both players have their strengths and well, I would say that Proster is maybe better. He's more collected. You know?
Yeah, that's the nicest way that you could say he's more calm.
Yeah, he's more calm.
Yeah.
And that's very important.
Yeah, it's very...
For a melee player.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very important to stay calm, and just in a team aspect as well, it's very important to keep a cool head, not get upset with your teammates, and always be friendly. And to an extent, Proster seems like he can generally fill that role.
Yeah, he is. He's a very calm guy in real life too. Absolutely. Talk to him, he's very chill.
Yeah.
And he's good.
Yeah, he's...
Maybe they work together.
Yeah.
Or maybe you have to be insane.
Yeah, maybe.
And then well, like crazy.
Game 3, guys, coming up right next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the comps are here. The Project Horizon comp going to be brought to the table by Dolos. On the other side, they brought out the Blossom. You called it here. We got the Blossom and the Thorn, as well as the Older. The comp they ran in Game 1, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, this will be very interesting. On paper, it would look like that the Dolos have advantage here.
Whoa, that random combo out of nowhere onto the Thorn, getting a decent amount of damage, but Jürgen, he takes quite a beating in return.
Yeah, absolutely. The punish is still there. These guys know how to play the double support, punish the same targets. But meanwhile, it's also the opposite. The Dolos is doing a big job. Ultimate coming out.
That Dance of the Dryads, though, it hit 2 in that double weaken and negated any damage that was going to come out onto the Thorn. And now with that Burrow use, they find so much damage, and Clurny goes down. The Dead Roots is dropped, and Clurny is gone. The Orb, it's going to be taken by Red Canids, and they are back.
Yeah, absolutely. That's amazing. The combos, the damage. How do you do this with double support?
Yeah. I honestly, I just don't know. I'm over here stammering because their comp, it doesn't make sense that they'd be able to do the amount of damage that they do, but it's just out of nowhere reliably.
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at the damage here, we can see Order pushing out quite a lot of damage, just falling a bit short from Thorn. And as Older is, quote, support, he can still support. Just throw a couple of heals there, and with the new reworked mouse 2, just healing, even if you don't heal.
Yeah. The mouse 2 from Older, of course, receiving that nice buff a couple patches back, bringing him back into relevance. The Older being on both teams here this game, but so far Red Canids being a little more successful with it.
Absolutely, there's 3 of life going down very quickly. Oh, Jurgen missed the in-cap here, but still was able, but look at Hot Biscuit taking a lot of damage from Thorn.
Yeah.
Husk again. Those are amazing, those husks.
Yeah, the Petrify came out onto the Thorn, but the damage, it was already done here. Jurgen on the back line gets a decent chunk onto the Blossom, but it's going to be healed up by that Orb take. Red Canids secure the first.
Absolutely, this is looking very good for Red Canids here. They have ultimates, but so does Dolos. We have Hot Biscuit ultimate, Older ultimate from Clerney. They can definitely turn this in their favor fairly quickly. This is a game of ultimates now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I see bars full.
The Orb going to be taken by Dolos as well, which will bring all of them up to full ultimate other than Clerney. He's very close, however. We'll see if he can manage to get it. The Older ultimate does come out from Aklo. Not going to find too much value, though.
Oh, stun into... Wow, that's a big combo that's coming out. Aklo is going down very quickly.
The Barbed Husk, though, and in return, Jurgen once again commits so hard that he ends up dying. This is still winnable, though. For the red team, they might be able to find the kill on the Older. Oh god, he's getting so low, but he has that space again. Aklo manages to just barely get out. More AoEs raining down on top of him, but he's still alive, Jolts. The Forest Sanctuary is going to help keep him up as well. The Dead Root's now going to be thrown onto Clerney. They chased so far for this kill, but they're not getting it.
Yeah, I'm just so close all the time. It's as if what I'm watching. What am I watching?
Dude, yeah, absolutely wild there. That kill on Jurgen. Very surprising to see it happen. Red Canids just reliably finding the superior punish.
Yeah, absolutely. Round, I don't think Dolos is able to recover anymore. The Red Canids were able to just keep themselves alive during the big pressure, and they're gonna take this round.
Yeah, it's looking very good for them. Of course, there are 2 ultimates available for the red team. They might be able to find a combo, and if they are, they need to find it onto Aklo. His HP pool is the lowest, and he is within combo range. But like you mentioned, I'm not sure they can do it. It's a very tall order here. And Clerney, he's sitting on no healing charges, Jolts. This is not where you want to be.
Yeah, this with Older, it feels like it takes forever to get heal charges. And he goes down. But Older is not made for healing.
Absolutely,
He's for damage.
Yeah, Older is a damage dealing support, and we see it in these comps, ending up doing so much damage here. As we talk about the Older damage, Hot Biscuit gonna get knocked into the sudden death and finished off by the EXM2 of the Thorn. Red Canids 2-0 in game 3.
Yep, it's Dolos. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know. How are they gonna adjust against this comp? The Blossom just really proving her worth. And I gotta say, it's a little bit poetic to see this after hearing about all the Blossomed out, and even the Blossomed out in my own mind. To see the Blossom have so much success here and look so good, Tex is really making it work.
Oh, absolutely, and dealing a lot of damage with Blossom. The both supports are healing and dealing damage. It's very impressive. They're not dedicated to one thing. And just Jurgen taking a lot of damage at the start also.
Yeah.
Currently not having much heal stacks left. Oh, now he's full.
This is not good. Jurgen, he has no outs, but he is going to just be able to calmly walk away. The Orbit's spawning here soon. The pole going to bring it back to Red Canids, and they get it.
Yes, absolutely. Earlier I saw the Hot Biscuit trying to use most too there, but a beautiful chrono coming out from Aklo, just completely stopping Hot Biscuit on his tracks.
Oh, nice entangling roots. Gonna ruin that second Frog Leap. He's not gonna have it on the timer anymore, and he gets hit by the Bloom Bloom. This is so hard for Jurgen. He's unable to find his way in. He lands a Venom Wind. Oh, but the Burrow, he actually brings it to the Blossom. A little bit unfortunate there.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. That happens a lot with Blossom, but Hot Biscuit missing his ultimate completely.
Yeah, and this is not looking great anymore, Jolts. Dolos, they're falling a little bit behind here, and all of that HP, it's all missing on Hot Biscuit.
Yeah, absolutely. This is so strange to watch. I've never seen this in EU. Oh, wow.
The Boom Blooms, he's hitting almost every one of them for Tex. One of the things that's allowing him to do the damage, the Dance of the Dryads, another one up there on that list, getting one hit onto Jurgen. The Boom Bloom again.
Stun.
Dude, he's just hitting everyone, and that recharges his weapon faster. So much value out of that ability thanks to the Battlerite.
Yep, indeed. And here comes ultimate coming up from Jurgen, but not getting much out of it. And now the Older ultimate.
They might be able to find the kill here. The Forest Sanctuary, it's dropped, and the healing from both Tex and Aklo, keeping the Blossom alive. Very even match here. 20% HP lead for the blue team, though.
Yep, it's gonna look very much in favor of Red Canids. They just get the middle orbs now.
This is not where you want to be as Dolos either. We talked about it. The healing charges for Older take so long to come back, but instead of healing, they might be able to find the kill here. The Blossom, the Dance of the Dryad, the Ivory, the EX phase from the Thorn. He might be able to make it out here, Jones. They might be able to find the kill on the Croak. Oh, he's getting so low.
What the?
Oh,
yeah, he gets the kill with his base. That was very nice.
Jürgen with that 1v2, an incredibly tense situation. He manages to get the kill and make it out with his life thanks to the Older ultimate. And Dolos, you were talking about it. You were talking about how the round looked so good for Red Canids. Dolos, they come back.
They come back. Just Jürgen doing 1 versus 2 in the backline and getting the kill.
Yeah.
That was very big.
Yeah, that 1v2 was sick, by the way. He just like completely ignored the Thorn, got all of his damage onto the Blossom, landed his key frog leaps. Very well played from Jürgen.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Didn't know Jürgen had Croak this good.
Yeah.
I thought it was Hot Biscuit.
He's got that Croak in his back pocket. And wow, Tex not even taking the Boom Bloom recharging M1 speed Battlerite. Interesting to see. I imagined he would, considering how often he hits it. I guess he just thinks the stun is more value.
Yeah, definitely with the stuns we've seen him pull them off all the time.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, Jürgen going. That was so close, he almost got it again, but the combo, look at Thorn.
Yeah, Thorn getting burst down so hard here. My god, his HP already getting so low, down below half, and Jürgen steals the orb. He's been playing so well these last 2 rounds.
Absolutely. He's on fire.
Oh god.
This pressure is insane. Red Canids are being pushed into a corner here for a bit.
What happened to Jürgen? I feel like he's just like ascended. He's ascended being like the state of living. He's now playing so incredibly well. He gets an in cap onto the Thorn as well. We'll see if they get any follow-up off of it. They do get a little bit of damage, but Red Cannon in the orb.
Big damage.
Yeah, the Dance of the Dryad's really high value there.
Let's see if Jürgen's Ascension is going to be enough.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, the Barb Tusk and the Older ultimate used from Red Canids. Not going to get too much value out of either of them as well. Oh, but once again, Ruben with that really nice entangling root, slowing down the Croak. Orb going to go to the blue team.
Oh, big ultimate coming on the combo.
God.
That Hot Biscuit is always ready for that.
Yeah.
When I play with him, we get the in-cap, I know Hot Biscuit's going to do damage. Absolutely, he's always there.
Yeah, and we see it there. He gets that ultimate, gets that kill, and Dolos, they're right back in it. 2-2, another incredibly close game. Of course, we have to see if they find the kill. They finally do get the kill on Aklo, and Dolos, they're in it.
That's amazing. Amazing combos coming out from Dolos. It's going very textbook-like.
Yeah.
It's textbook Battlerite. Just get the combo down, punish someone who has no escapes.
Yeah, and
don't blame your teammates.
Absolutely, yeah. You talked about it when you play with Hot Biscuit too. You generally want to play around him in his defensive playstyle too. Dolos, they've done a great job reorienting how they need to play and playing around Hot Biscuit and making sure he can get those combos.
Yeah, absolutely. Hot Biscuit is completely free to do whatever he wants, especially with Jürgen. Just doing the work what Croak does. Completely alone in the backline, but he's getting petrified. Beautiful. Yeah,
he got bodied to start this round off, getting so low here. Again. The Croak just getting worked.
Now Jürgen has to take a chill pill for a moment. He cannot initiate it for a while, but look at that pull. Perfect timing from Ruben.
Yeah.
The Thorn.
Wow.
And again the Husk.
Yep.
Thorn, right now, Ruben, Jürgen, the Askent masters. They're both so good at Askenting all the time.
Yeah.
Amazing plays coming out from the both team melees, but meanwhile the ultimate coming out from Oldru. Aklo didn't get much out of it, but Jürgen is low.
Yeah, Jürgen, he's getting kind of tossed around like a ragdoll this round, taking so much damage, and he doesn't get that orb. Red Canids get it, and Jürgen needed that healing.
Absolutely, but meanwhile, just Red Canids taking everything from the middle. They have the control, the pace of the game is theirs. But Dolos has ultimates.
Yep.
All it needs is one in-cap, one good in-cap.
And I've seen the Gatekeepers do this 100 times. They have their ultimates. We'll see if they manage to find a combo. The Older ultimate is used on Jürgen to get him out of the dead roots, but he's so low once again, Jolts. And up top, Hot Biscuit's not doing much better. He has the Infernal Scorch. He might need to pop it off to get out, but he has the Searing Flight. However, Jürgen does not. He does not have any more outs and will finally fall. Beautiful play from Red Canids.
Absolutely. The start completely sort of determined the game. When Jürgen goes low HP, he has to play much lower.
Yep.
And they lost the pace there.
Yeah.
Beautiful play from Red Canids.
Hot Biscuit gonna drop that Infernal Scorch and gonna drop his life immediately after. 3-2 is the score, and Red Canids are pulling ahead once again with their signature Older Blossom Thorn comp. And I gotta say, it's a fun one to watch.
It is definitely. The damage happens so subtly because they don't have any fancy abilities going on. They just pure most one damage. And they are definitely delivering the damage with most ones only.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
It's cool. It's just fundamentally they are playing very well, coordinating their damage and playing together as a unit, which is what is required in Battlerite.
Yes. Wow. The zoning is very nice. Look, they're just punishing Hot Biscuit when he's charging most too.
Yeah. It's very interesting. Most of the time when Hot Biscuit on the Ashka charges M2, you'll see a team back up. But Red Canids, they just throw everything at him in return.
Yeah. But they got the mid control. Dolos has mid control. They can get the middle lob now, unless Thorn gets the pull. And they get the middle lob. Thorn is very good at doing that. But the in-cap, maybe damage? No, there was older Chrono Flux in the way.
Not enough.
What you gonna do, Hot Biscuit?
Yeah, Hot Biscuit can't do much through that. Take a look at the HP pools, Jolts. Red Canids are up 20% already with the first orb take. We'll see if they can get this second one. Looking like they have all the momentum. The in-cap, it's gonna land on the Thorn, but the pull lands still.
Dolos gets the orb. It's very big. They needed that definitely to be able to turn this around. All of them has ultimates, but so does Red Canids too.
Yeah,
it's gonna come down to ultimates again.
Yeah, this game is getting so canned up. I feel like it's gonna explode at any second. The pressure, it's growing. Can't help but feel like it's about to get blown wide open. The Dead Root's gonna secure the orb, and the older ultimate is gonna come out. Hot Biscuit takes a lot of damage. Clarity, he backs up to try to help him out. Still holding that older ultimate, but it's gonna be forced out here. The Infernal Scorch too, so much damage.
Yeah, but the Husk was there. Rubin was completely he was there. It's like, don't touch my teammate. Take the Husk. Amazing play.
Yeah.
Wow, he's ready. But so is like Dolos. This is very good play from both teams.
Oh, the combo with the Dead Roots is there, but it's dodged by the Venom Winds. The Blossom, she has the space available. The Infernal Scorch is gonna land on nobody, Jolts.
Yeah, unfortunately, Hot Biscuit missing the ultimate, and it can definitely hurt the whole team here, especially with Red Canids taking the orb.
Oh yeah, Red Canids, they take the orb, and with it, they take Jürgen's life.
Crow going down, it's looking a bit grim.
Yeah, looking a bit rough here. Red Canids are poised to go up 4-2 in Game 3. And of course, this is the game score is 1-1, so it could still go either way in the next match. Infernal Scorch going to come out from Hot Biscuit, going to get no value. Hot Biscuit, he drops the other one, gets some damage onto Ruben, but yeah, like you said, not enough.
Just get off me.
Yeah.
Don't even try. Wow, the Red Canids. This comp, it shouldn't work, but it works.
They're making it work, man. They're redefining everything we know about Battlerite. They bring this comp to the table, and just with simple, great play and good coordination, they're making it look strong.
Absolutely. And right now, I can just imagine the Twitch chat being completely like Resident Sleeper, double support, Resident Sleeper.
Dude.
But dude, this is very cool.
Yeah, no, I think this is incredibly fun to watch, and the amount of skill it takes to pull off something like this is definitely not something you can just look over. We'll see if Red Canids can keep it up. They need to win one more round to take this game and move up 2-1 in the best of 5. And this round, it's not starting so favorably for him.
See that?
Yeah.
The Boom Bloom, he just threw it there, so Hot Biscuit spaced right on top of it, having to force him to use E.
Tech's got that big brain.
He's so smart. 200 IQ.
Orb going to the Dolos, as seems to happen most of the rounds. First Orb going to the red team. The EX space going to be used from the Blossom as well. The older ultimate from Clarity going to help him relocate back with his allies.
Yeah.
Wow, that Tree of Life getting so much value.
I know, right? And he's placing it so that it's not going to take any damage. It's behind them. He's getting the maximum value out of it.
Orb is here, gonna get pulled. Oh, but Jürgen, he gets it with that E, that Frog Lunge, and the Venom Wind now going to land onto the Blossom.
Barb Husk again, just completely destroying Krog's ultimate there.
Oh!
Not getting much out of the Panther Dryas, unfortunately.
Ended up getting
ultimate coming out.
The Infernal Scorch, it lands onto the Blossom. Jolton on the other side, the older ultimate lands. Ruben, Clarity is getting so low here.
Absolutely, and that was a beautiful combo coming out. Meanwhile, Hot Biscuit taking a lot of damage from Aklo here, just pushing him out. And meanwhile, again, Boom Bloom hitting Hot Biscuit.
Beautiful.
Completely zoning him out. Wow. They're playing very well together. They have the mid control right now. Jürgen is trying to push forward and gain the mid control for them, but it looks like it's not really coming not working out for them.
Yeah, Jürgen has no camouflage available for this orb, and with it, Red Canids are not going to be able to secure it. It actually goes to Dolos.
Yeah, Ruby missed his space. He missed the space damage there, unfortunately. He would have otherwise got the orb. Lucky.
Venomwind, it's here. The Burrow is going to negate all of that damage, though. Now the Dead Roots, the Infernal Scourge going to get no value, Jolts.
Hot Biscuit has nothing left. He's completely out in the open with no escapes. Unfortunately, the pull didn't hit. That pull would have ended the game then. Meanwhile, Jürgen combo, not enough. His zoning is amazing from double support. Red Canids, impressive.
They're doing pretty good here. Able to hold this mid. The next orb spawning in 4 seconds. I can't help but feel like if they take it, they should take the round with it. But
he's gone.
Before the orb spawns, yeah, Hot Biscuit, he's out of there.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. So solid.
Yeah.
Textbook.
Textbook. They finish the kill on Jürgen as well. Red Canids finishing that one with a high five and all smiles. Feeling good about that game, and rightfully so. They look like the team to beat here.
Yeah, right now it's Dolos' turn to be completely baffled. What happened?
Yeah.
We should have won that. How do we lose to this comp?
I feel like it's very hard, the Croak pick into that comp. The combos so heavily negated by both the Chronosphere, or the Chronoflux of the Older, and also the Blossom Tree. There's so much healing coming out of the two supports on Red Canids. The Croaks simply can't seem to combo through it.
Yeah, there's so many combos coming out, and Thorn is always there. He's always just pressing most one on Croak.
Yeah.
What can Croak do?
Yep.
Just hit for 8?
Yeah. He has those 4 swings, right, where he can deal a little bit of damage quickly, but at the end of the day, the Thorn is just going to do a little bit more, especially with that healing from his toxins on his M2. It's kind of hard to 1v1 a Thorn as a Croak in that situation.
Yeah, absolutely. You should never do that. And also take note that Dolos is not running like a proper support right now.
Right.
They don't have the save for Croak.
Yep.
The Older Ultimate is the only thing what can save Croak, and they don't always have it.
Right.
So if Croak gets punished, he needs to go back, and they lose pressure.
Yeah,
completely.
And then once they lose pressure, we see the same thing round and round again, where Red Canids, they just kind of post up mid. They just kind of post up mid, take the orbs, and after a couple orbs, they just have this insurmountable advantage that Dolos can't come back from.
Yeah, they just Croak goes out. We get the middle now. We get the middle orb. We have all the green orbs. We have all the orange orbs. The ultimate favor, health favor. There's not much Dolos can do at that point.
Right.
Against double support.
Yeah. It becomes very difficult. Now, what do you expect to see in terms of character selection? Do you think we'll see a change from the Project Horizon comp of Older Ashka Croak? Do you think Dolos are going to switch it up?
They have to switch it up.
Yeah.
There's no way they can keep Older here. This might be the last game.
Yeah.
So the pressure is definitely on Dolos.
Yeah.
And I would expect losing.
Yeah. The Clerney Lucy, I'm all for it. I love watching Clerney play Lucy. But yeah, like you mentioned, this is potentially their last game in the upper bracket of Group A. A very scary situation for Dolos to be in, especially when you take into account that they were the favorites coming into this. Everybody looked to them to be the winners. So being in this situation where you're not performing as expected does not feel good.
Absolutely. This is a fight of willpower now. Because this situation where you're as a player, that you have one game left, most likely. If you lose this, you're out, right? It's very scary. And if they can keep their mind in check and be strong, they can turn this around. But I would say that the mental favor right now is on Red Canids.
Yeah, absolutely.
They have the advantage.
Yeah, especially when you take into account the players on Dolos. You know, there's some players known for getting a little bit frustrated here. So maybe falling behind here, they might feel a little bit down. Got a nice view of DreamHack Summer here. All of the players getting set up. Everybody here having a good time. I'm having a good time. Jolts, are you enjoying your time here?
Absolutely. This is new Battlerite, what I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
And the event is amazing.
Yeah. So nice here. Such a pleasure to be here. Of course, huge thanks once again to SLS for having us here.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, SLS.
Yeah.
Very nice.
We got our comps here, and you know, I gotta say you were right. The Lucy, it's here.
My crystal ball is under the table.
Yeah, the crystal ball, you bring it out at the end of the last game just to make sure you know what's coming in the next. We'll see how this goes, though. The Lucy pick, there are some questions, of course. The Thorn pull, it's very good against Lucy. But Clerney, his positioning, absolutely impeccable. I'm sure he'll be able to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Clerney is one of the best players in the game. His positioning, very good.
Yeah.
He's not going to just go out and die.
Yeah.
Clerney is most likely the last player to die in the team.
Simply because of his positioning?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
you spent a lot of time playing with Clarny's Lucy as well, back on Bruce Lee, I believe was the team name.
Yeah,
so yeah, you have a lot of experience with Clarny on the Lucy.
Absolutely. You can leave Clarny alone for a long time. He won't die. Even if there's 2 DPS on him, he won't die. He's gonna stay alive, and when you're so sure about that, you can do whatever you want yourself.
Yeah.
You have the game.
Absolutely. I completely understand what you're saying. It's like when you have a support that you can rely on to perform successfully and not die to the 2v1 pressure, the amount of things that you can do as a DPS is just so much different. You can go ham on the other support player and maybe get a more favorable trade. You can hard commit for the orb. It really just opens up your options as a DPS player when you have a good support player. But here we go. We're going to see how he does. Game 4 coming up now. Skyring Night is our map, Jolty. I, of course, am in the flesh, and I'm here with the one and only Jolty, and this is potentially the last game of this match, Jolts.
Yep. If Dolos loses this, they have 1 loss in their pocket, and that's not where you want to be. Oh, but look at this. Jurgen going very deep with Shifu just pushing in.
Yeah, he's got that Shifu pick, but look at that damage coming out onto him. The Clarity Potion was used as well in the pull. He gets his counter proc and gets a little bit of a heal because of it, but Jurgen, he has not very much HP to work with, Jolts.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Comp-wise, I would say that Shifu is a very good pick here. Very, very good in pressuring Blossom, and that's what you need.
Yeah.
Just keep Blossom away, but wow. Thorn hitting.
Oh, yeah, the ultimate comes out from the Shifu and the EX space cancels it out. The Infernal Scorch on a 2 with the Petrify. So much damage there. 6 set up from Clarity to ensure some damage from Hot Biscuit, but still, the advantage is in favor of Red Canids.
Red Canids still full health. After all that comboing, it's the power of double support. Don't deal damage to us.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jurgen just going deep.
Yeah, going far in there. His counter's not procced, and he might go down here. He gets punished for his aggression. You mentioned how deep he went, and his life will be what he pays with for it. The ultimate, the double ultimate, that V-shape coming out from Hot Biscuit, got a nice 80-degree angle there, but he's not going to be able to get a kill.
Yeah.
That EX space through the firewall. Tex is like, so you can't block this.
So good. I'll be iframing your stuff, boy.
In round 1, with, I gotta say, very, very nice momentum in pretty much, they look good. Red Canids, they look like they belong here and will possibly take this game. Round 1, they win dominantly.
Yeah, absolutely. They are playing very well together. Comp looks very good for Dolos too. I don't think this is gonna be an overrun. Absolutely not. It's just they need to find out how to play.
Yeah. We'll see if this next round goes a little better. Jurgen maybe needs to take a little less damage on initiation. We'll see if he can pull it off on his signature Shifu.
Yep. He needs to play aggressive. That's the only way to play Shifu is being aggressive. Beautiful in-cap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sick double in-cap there into the volcano, but the shield from Aklo's space going to negate most of the damage. The Petrify lands too, and this could spell bad news for Jurgen and Dolos.
Yes, absolutely. Let's see if they're able to get the orb. Oh, no. Red Canids just taking it. Thorn hitting it with slow-most one. And
the Entangling Root's going to land, and it breaks onto the Lucy as well. Shifu. Oh, he eats that older ultimate too. The damage pretty large here onto Jurgen. He's getting so low. His counter's not procced either. This is bad news.
The Red Canids, I'd be watching Thorn and Rubin and Tex comboing the Entangle into Boom Bloom constantly and just permanently seizing the backline and killing Shifu.
Yeah.
That's very high play. This team works very well together.
Yeah, that is not easy to do, and they're making it look like it's simple. The Entangling Root's getting shaded too, and the Dead Roots finishing off the Shifu. Jurgen gonna go down.
Yep. There's not much Jurgen can do if your backline is CC'd all the time.
Yeah.
He's completely alone then.
You can only do so much as a Shifu, but if you're always being stunned, if your Lucy can't give you the barrier because she's in-capped or stunned, you're inevitably just going to fall out of cooldowns and you're going to die.
Yep.
Like we saw in Red Canids going up 2-0. We even saw Dolos with a sick combo early on. They had that double Petrify into double Volcano into double Infernal Scorch, but still, Red Canids not going down.
It doesn't work. They have so much healing.
Yeah.
Barbed Husk and Rubin picking the Thorn Neurotoxin weakness.
It's so good.
It's very good. Round 3. Let's see if Dolos is able to turn this around. Maybe, maybe not. 3 of life again, doing lots of work. Oh, combo again.
That was really nice. And now if you look at the Blossom's HP pool, that was a much more successful combo.
Did you see that dispel from Clerney on the barbed husk? Amazing. Right now Thorn has absolutely nothing. And they are able to get the middle orb, ultimate coming out. But look, the heals.
Yeah, the heals are there and they're keeping him alive, but the end cap gonna come out. The Tree of Life dropped as well to try to stop the Shifu from doing damage. But still, he gets the pull. The damage, or Dance of the Dryad's gonna come out, gonna get no value. They need to find the kill on this Thorn. Jürgen, he's committed so hard for it. He's going to back up and secure the center orb. I really like that play.
Absolutely, he needed to go back there. He didn't have his base left, and if he would have stayed, he would have died. Now he has ultimate. All he needs to do is wait for... Never mind.
Drops that ultimate, tries to get a little bit of damage, and the goo comes out onto the Thorn, but the Burrow's available. The Infernal Scorch is going to come out but get no value. This is actually getting a little bit scary for the red team here. They're committing so hard, using so many abilities. Aklo, though, he gets injected. He has to iframe it with his space. The blue team back in their spawn. The older ultimate going to try to help him get out, but they're still in such an unfavorable situation.
Yes, absolutely. They are being completely zoned out. The Shifu pressure is so much. What I would maybe do in this situation if I was red Canids is instead of going back, you would move forward into the enemy. It could maybe work, because right now they're just completely pushed into their own base. They can get every single orb. Dolos taking every single orb. Ultimates coming out. What you can do?
Yep, not much you can do in that situation, and red Cannon's gonna fall. Dolos, they take round 3 and show that they're not out of this just yet.
Absolutely, that was a very nice play. Very collected, didn't overcommit.
Right.
Went back when needed.
Yeah,
very nice play.
You mentioned it, Clarity playing incredibly with that Clarity Dispel on the Barbed Husk.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And I saw him use a lot of Deadly Inject there on the backline.
Oh, yeah.
When Thorn came in, you cannot trade against Lucy.
I've been playing a lot of Lucy, and whenever I watch Clarity, I'm always reminded, and I find it remarkable how often he uses Deadly Inject.
Yeah.
He's all about that Deadly Inject.
Yeah, after the Lucy on the ultimate goo.
Yeah.
The range is much shorter. You need to use Deadly Inject much more, and it's definitely showing here. That's up to the team damage. Look, Deadly Inject again coming out on Aklo taking a lot of damage.
Aklo, he had a spear too, and he jumps towards that Lucy. A little bit of a scary situation there. He got his shield hit, so he's going to have his space soon, but not before the damage is done. Now the spin coming out from Shifu. God, that damage.
Wow, that was a very nice ultimate. And, Clerney unfortunately missing the Petrify, but meanwhile, he's red can disable the beautiful space from Rubin. That is very important for the team.
Oh, yeah, but he still might go down on the older. The Infernal Scorch comes out and gets a lot of damage to Petrify. Immediately follows up on the Clerney as well. Things could go in favor of the blue team here, but I'm not thinking they will, as the pressure from Jürgen is just being unpunished. A second orb goes to Dolos as well. That spin gonna burn through the Barbed Husk, and that tree just farming up M1 stacks, and a sick double in cap from Jürgen.
Oh, they are not even going to want to commit on Thorn or Ordu. They just want to kill Blossom. Blossom is the way to win, but that entangle, amazing. Rubin playing so well. Stopping the enemy on its tracks right there.
Yeah, the orb spawning, and red Canids finally managed to secure it. Very favorable for them, and the damage, it's starting to add up on the Shifu. The immaterial is forced to be burned by a quicksand too. Very beautiful play from Aklo.
Absolutely. They were able to take this situation. It's in their control now. And Rubin fake casting entangle there to force Hot Biscuits, you see. It's very important. Fake casting. Oh, ultimates everywhere.
Oh, the older ultimate, the Infernal Scorch too, and they find the kill onto Tex. He finally goes down. It looks like red Canids might be able to come back into that round, but at the end of the day, the ultimates from Dolos going to help him secure this round 4.
Yeah. After Tex used base, he got older ultimated, and he didn't have nothing left, unfortunately. Beautiful collapse from Dolos.
Yeah,
they see all that.
Yeah, they understood. They punished accordingly, getting a ton of damage, taking the round with it. 30% HP to spare to end that one off. And now round 5 coming up, tied 2-2. Important to remember, this is potentially the upper bracket life of Dolos. If they don't win this game, they will fall to the lower bracket.
Yep, and that's not where you want to be.
No.
All right, round 5.
3, 2, 1.
Let's see. How's the game gonna start? If Jürgen gonna javelin in, he's doing it.
Yep.
Countering immediately. That's a very, very risky play. And right now, Jürgen has nothing. He has to go back. That's very unfortunate.
He did manage to get out, though, without taking too much damage, which is a pretty big deal. His counter, though, Jolts, once again, it's not procced. Very unfortunate. The entangling roots into the stun is going to be answered with Clarny's Clarity. Dolos, they get the orb, but this is still pretty unfortunate for him. Clarny, he had to roll away.
Yep. It's very back and forth, it would look like, but Hot Biscuit taking a lot of damage. Yeah, the pressure is definitely Red Canids. They have this game. They are doing a lot of job here to punish Jargon, and well, Dolos got middle orb.
Yeah, good middle orb secure from Dolos with that help of the Clarity Potion, but still a 40% HP deficit for Dolos. Not where you want to be, Hot Biscuit. He has that ultimate, as does the Shifu, and Shifu uses, the goo comes out too, not getting as much as they needed though. Aklo, he has that Forest Sanctuary, so he's going to be just fine, and now Hot Biscuit dropping the Infernal Scorch. They might actually be able to find a kill on the Thorn here.
That was a lot of damage.
Oh, the panic too. The Older gonna drop the ultimate on the Thorn. Ruben goes right back where he came from, but he's so low here, Joel.
But so is Hot Biscuit. His positioning is so strange. Okay, now he's back to his teammates. That's not where you want to be alone at Ashka, with Ashka. That's a very beautiful play, and we should definitely give so much credit to Clarny here. With those deadly injects and petrifies, he's on point. He's playing so well. Take notes.
The orb is taken by Red Canids here. Pretty big for them as it's their first of the round. The Petrify, like you mentioned, sitting on the Older. The Volcano gonna land as well. Older about to have that ultimate. He finally gets it and has to use it, but Ruben gets so low up top. Doing no better is Hot Biscuit, who's so low.
Oh, wow, the EXP is coming out from Blossom.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful play.
A lot of damage there, and Jürgen gonna end up falling, but Ruben's gone too. Aklo and Tex versus Clarny and Hot Biscuit. The Goo getting a lot of damage onto the Blossom. Feeling pretty good here for the blue team here as Blossom, very good in 2v2 and Older with the amount of damage he can put out. I feel like this is going to be very hard for Hot Biscuit.
Oh yes, absolutely. They have Chrono Flux, they have everything. They have most one damage. They are zoning right now so well. I think middle orb, if they, oh wow, he died in the fog.
Yep, he just got him. Hot Biscuit had nowhere to go and died out there in that fog. The barrier going to be used from Clarny too, but the amount of damage put out by the two remaining members of Red Canids, too much for him to handle, and he's going to go down.
Absolutely. Here we can see how well Tex played. He has over 2,000 score.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Very nicely played from Tex. Putting out a lot of damage too, important to note, 710 damage on that Blossom.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of work. The supports in this game, insanely good.
Yeah.
Not only the melees or range, even the support.
Yeah, all three of them.
Wow. This is very good battle right here.
Fight.
Round 6, game 4. Red Canids posting up towards mid. Jürgen playing much more defensively to start this one off. Not going in. He finally goes in. Eats a little bit of damage for it, Jolts.
Yeah. Maybe the solution is being overly aggressive here. Maybe they found it out.
Oh god, wow. The amount of damage onto the Blossom. She dropped the tree on herself and is just getting pumped but with heals by the Older. They get a lot of damage onto Jürgen in response, but Jürgen's sitting on that ultimate, Jolts.
Got the orb too, this is very big. But Clarny in a bad spot. He got Thorn pulled right now. Clarny is taking a lot of damage. Yep. He's in a bad spot. Oh, wow.
The Dead Root Entanglement, it's not going to hit the Clarny, though, as he has Swift Roll available. He's getting so low down here. He has to heal bot himself, and at the end of the day, he just can't do enough. Going to fall, and that's what we talked about before the game, right? Sometimes if you're Lucy, you just get pulled and you die.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, and that's one of the weaknesses from Lucy. You cannot escape until you have enough energy to use your roll.
Right, yeah.
And if you don't have your roll, good players will kill you. They will collapse on you so hard.
Yep, we saw it there. Ruben taking advantage of that lack of roll, throwing out the Dead Roots on him and cornering Jolt, not Jolts rather, but Clarny, not cornering you. I need you on my desk. Can't have you die just yet. But Clarny had nowhere to go, ended up falling, and now this is upper bracket life for Dolos on the line. And Red Canids, they're poised to fight off against SSG in the upper bracket finals of this group if they win this round.
Absolutely. The pressure right now on Dolos, this is... Their hands are shaking right now.
Yeah.
But so is Red Canids. They know they can lose this. It's still possible.
Hot Biscuit taking some damage to start this one off. The pull from the M1 of Thorn goes through that firewall, dealing so much. Hot Biscuit seems like he's having a very hard time, Jolts.
Oh yes, absolutely. Jurgen taking a lot of damage, just most ones.
Oh god,
Most ones are enough.
Yeah, the mouse ones from the red cannons dealing so much damage. Jurgen, he's going to pick up those greens, but even still, he's under 100 HP. Not where you want to be. And down bottom, Hot Biscuit's sitting at even less, 28 HP. That time bomb,
goes down.
He's dead. Hot Biscuit's gone, Jolts.
What is happening?
Red Canids are going to take the match against Dolos. Wow.
My continent lost.
Your continent is down, and the huge smiles on the face of Red Canids, rightfully so, as they played that absolutely marvelously. Huge play from Red Canids.
Absolutely.
There.